in West Bloomfield Township and now across all 4 of our greater West Bloomfield communities. Twice a year, you have an opportunity to drop off some of the more hazardous home items that you may need to finally get rid of at their annual Household Hazardous Waste events. But now, even more options available for residents right here in West Bloomfield Township if you need to do some disposal in between those fall and spring events. Joining us to talk about this and more is the Executive Assistant to the West Bloomfield Township Supervisor, Kris D'Arcy. Thank you for being with us, Kris.
Thank you. Thanks, Tyler.
Yeah, thanks for being on the show and glad to have you on to talk about this. This was a pretty big announcement recently for West Bloomfield Township as they've entered a new partnership with ERG Environmental Services to expand the household hazardous waste disposal abilities for our local residents. How has that expansion worked?
So we just recently, within the last probably week or so, week and a half, signed an agreement with ERG Environmental Services. They are the same contractor that we use at our twice per year household hazardous waste events. And now some people, they're getting ready to move or they're doing different things and they don't want to wait until the twice annual spring and fall events. They want to get rid of things now. So what we have done is signed an agreement with them, and it allows our residents to drop off their hazardous materials and electronic waste at their convenient location there. It's in Livonia on Merriman Street. And they just need to come into the township, pick up a voucher and take it with them.
And Kris, this voucher that they're picking up, is this a one-off thing that kind of allows them to have that one time in between these two events, one in the fall and one coming up in April here in the spring? Or can they get these vouchers multiple times in between those events?
Yeah, so there's a voucher here. I believe they're going to collect it at the site when they make a drop off, but there are we have many vouchers available, so it's not a one-time thing or a one-time limit per resident. We just like to have them come in to pick up the voucher, so that helps us keep track of how many residents are actually taking advantage of this service and that sort of thing. So yeah, we just basically we will be taking names and addresses and handing out the vouchers right here in the supervisor's office. And there are no limits. So all you have to do is either stop in, give me a call at the town hall building, either way, and we can hook up the residents with the voucher.
More information can be found on these vouchers on wbtownship.org. You scroll to about the midway point of their homepage, and you will find a link there that specifically is about this household hazardous waste option for residents. You click on that, you can get even more information on these vouchers, or as Kris said, stop in at West Bloomfield Town Hall Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. are their active hours. And Kris, this is a really critical service that's provided by West Bloomfield Township in partnership with ERG and with many other local vendors twice a year, because getting rid of our household hazardous waste is quite intricate and can have a massive impact on our environment if this waste is not properly disposed of.
Correct. Yeah, we, as you know, we're such an environmentally conscious community with all of our wetlands and lakes and outdoor, activities that we like to enjoy. We're environmentally conscious, and this is just one more step, one more tool in our toolbox that we can offer residents to drop off their different chemicals, paint, solvents, oil, gasoline, whatever it happens to be. They will take it, they will dispose of it properly. They're professionals, they know how to do it so that it does not harm the environment, and that's really our main goal.
Yeah, what I think about is my collection of batteries all throughout the year. Some of them, it's mostly done here at work, but even at home, I put a collection aside for my local disposal every year. So having this option sort of in between, it keeps that collection a little bit smaller all throughout the year. Kris D'Arcy is the Executive Assistant for the West Bloomfield Township Supervisor, joining us on the Splash Live as West Bloomfield Township announced recently that they have entered a new partnership with ERG Environmental Services out of of Livonia for alternative household hazardous waste drop-off with a voucher from the township that you can do at your convenience, scheduling with ERG. In between, there are 2 household hazardous waste drop-off events. Their next one is coming up on Friday, April 12th for seniors in the community, and then Saturday, April 13th from 9 a.m. until 12 noon at West Bloomfield Town Hall. And that is open to West Bloomfield, Kegel Harbor, Orchard Lake Village, and Sylvan Lake residents, all of whom are participating, all of those communities participating in this event this year. Kris, you're in the supervisor's office. You're answering a lot of calls from residents for the supervisor on a number of different issues. Was this something that people in West Bloomfield were really clamoring for beyond these 2 events, to have greater opportunities to drop off some of this hazardous waste?
Yes, Tyler, I believe it is something that's going to be really valuable to the residents. Steve and I would both take calls throughout the year. With residents either moving or cleaning out their basement or doing, for various reasons, they would be interested in doing the right thing environmentally with their waste, but they didn't, necessarily want to keep it in storage or hold on to it until the spring or fall event. So this is really a great opportunity for them to be able to drop stuff off at their convenience when they find that the time is right, rather than waiting for the twice annual events that we host. So yeah, I think this is going to be really something that's appreciated by our residents.
More information on the system can be found on wbtownship.org. You would then have the opportunity to arrange with ERG Environmental Services to drop off some of this household hazardous waste with the scheduled time at their location on Merriman Road in Livonia. Kris, anything else that we should know about this before we let you go today?
Only that it's a wonderful service. I'm happy that we are able to offer it to the residents, and we hope that you're able to get out and take advantage of it.
You just stop by West Bloomfield Town Hall and pick up one of these vouchers from the supervisor's office. Give them a call, 248-451-4845. Or, of course, you can always visit wbtownship.org for more info. Kris, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you.